Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Apple report for Friday, January 12th, 2024. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with this one. This just underscores the long-term support. This is a weekly bar chart. We closed above this descending flag, this descending channel top in the 163.89 to 165.31 area last May. Put out the July high, fell back to this area. This held very nicely, and the most recent test rallied significantly, and within a month actually closed above this descending channel top that is now at 180.15 and dropping weekly. We have tested this as of a couple of weeks ago and have come off of it modestly, but it is still 180.15, 179.17 on the daily chart. Our bottom picking territory, not only into February, but into the second quarter. From here, I think we should push on to new all-time highs in the weeks and months ahead. But in terms of the near-term outlook, the 2 to 3 week outlook. It is this descending two-third speed line, that is projected off the December high against the more recent low. And this is our upward pivot point as we move into February trade. Until then, we could top out at 190.47 through next week and fall back within a week or two into the upper 170s, the low 180s. So this is a 1 to 2 week trader's dynamic. If that is your time frame, know that setting a short at 190.47 or perhaps exiting a long position that you established about a week ago when we were testing long-term support in the upper 170s, low 180s. You could then liquidate that long position at 190.47, consider going short there in anticipation then of a 1 to 2 week sell-off back into the low 170s, low 180s. But this downward rotation is certainly not expected. This, given the fact that we've tested long-term support, and what is expected is at some point over the next week or two, a settlement above this 190.47 descending two-thirds speed line. And then I would expect, I still haven't drawn it out, but it is a channel, and I'm going to go through the process again. From this low to this low, projected off that high. And it is in the very low 200s, 205 and climbing. That would be our next 3 to 5 week objective if we close above 190.47. And I will say that holding above 180.14 will keep this upper area in reach as a 1 to 2 month target. And so if you're kind of you're a swing trader who trades 1 to 2 months out, let's say, or that's a time horizon you're comfortable trading, maybe you're already long the low from the low 180s. So rather than taking profits or some profits at 190.47, you hold out for the settlement above, which then should result in an accelerated rally within 3 to 5 weeks into that 205, 210 area, which I will begin charting out here soon. So that is the big picture. That's also the 1 to 2 week swing trade and the 3 to 5 week swing trade. I've kind of covered it all. Let's take a look at the day itself. I do have 184.18 short-term channel bottom over the last 4 days, able to contain intraday selling, and above which 187.60 still in reach. We came close to reaching that on Thursday. 187.05 was the high. 187.60, a 3/8 upside Fibonacci over the last month or so of activity, able to contain daily buying pressures. If we close today above 187.60, you should expect 190.47 Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. We're off Monday, just so you know. So within 1 to 2 days, 190.47 likely, where we could top out on a weekly basis and perhaps fall back into the lower 180s again within a couple of weeks of doing so. But once again, closing below 190.47, no good reason to be selling Apple, shorting Apple, I should say, until we reach into the 205, 210 region over the following 3 to 5 weeks. Downside, if we break or open below 184.18 today, 182.76 is likely. This is the high of the low. It is also a level that held a couple days later when we closed above it. And by sheer coincidence, I'll also mention that if you take a look at the downside 5/8 Fibonacci over the last 5 trading days, it is also exactly 182.76. So I bumped it back up to a session containment level in reach today if we break or open below 184.18, 182.76, able to contain session weakness, possibly into later next week. And if settled below 182.76, we should say Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, a retest of the significant 179.17 to 180.15 region, where once again we can bottom out into February trade, possibly into the second quarter. Last thing I'm going to say, and it's not going to happen today, but if over the next week, 2 or 3, we close a weekly session below the 180.15 channel top, then we should, over the following 3 to 5 weeks, unravel back to long-term support that is still in the low to mid 160s, where we could bottom out actually through the rest of the year. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We have the 5-day free trial we offer. So if you can check out the Daily Triple Q, Daily SPY, our 2 stock picks a week. And if you don't like what you see after 5 days, you can certainly bail out at no cost to you whatsoever. I'm going to leave you with this chart for Friday. It's got everything there. And I'll be back, of course, Monday afternoon with Tuesday's Tesla. We are off Monday for MLK. So it'll be Monday afternoon delivery of the Tuesday Apple report. You have a great weekend.